y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be unboxing the newest agenda to my planner system, and I am very excited for this and to share it with you guys. So just starting with a little backstory and we'll get into it. But if you've been following me for around a year, you know around December I bought, technically myself, a mulberry agenda, and that's what introduced me to the A6 size. And I can now confidently say the A6 size is definitely my favorite size. I love it so much. It's so perfect for what I need, especially with the inserts that I found. And I've been loving it. And so I really want to make my A6 my primary agenda. With the mulberry, if you've been following me, I also have mentioned I've had issues with it. I'm always transparent on this channel if something works or if it doesn't, if I like it, if I don't, I will always let y'all know. And I also shared my warranty claim. So if you're interested in that, if you have the mulberry and you have ring issues, I had them too. I sent it in for the warranty claim and I have a full series about it. Either way, I've always had issues, so I had to go back and forth between the A6. And when I was going back and forth, I would have to rest them to ensure that it was fine on the rings, and I eventually sent it in for a warranty claim. And when I did that, I bought the Moterm, which I actually moved into recently, because again, resting the rings, I saw a little gap, but also the Moterm has bigger rings. And then I was like, oh, this one's perfect for fall, but I kind of want one where it's perfect for all the time, and where we're going with this. But I also just love the Moterm agenda. This is my first overall Moterm agenda. So if you haven't been following me for a bit, or just to catch all up, when I started planning, I started this channel a full-on Erin Condren life planner, and I still have Erin Condren. It has nothing to do with Erin Condren. But I recently found out, well, not recently, but once I switched to agendas, because I've got my first Louis Vuitton agenda, I realized I like the agenda system better, because as y'all know, I like to move things around, and that's why I feel like most of y'all like me, because I get to experiment with different inserts, show y'all what works for me, what doesn't, and hopefully that helps y'all out. And from what I've seen in comments and feedback, it does. But all that being said, right, I know I love my agendas, those are my favorite. I don't have a spiral bound planner right now in active use, but I learned that about myself, right? I like being able to move things in and out, whatnot. And then throughout the agenda journey, I've gone through different sizes. So I have every size of the Louis Vuitton agendas. Again, I know y'all know that. And I have both the monogram versions and now the black leather versions. And then I wanted to try A6 for the longest time. And I really just wanted to try A6 and the mulberry agenda, because I saw it every now and then, because it was one of those things where not everyone tries it. And that's one of the biggest comments and feedback I receive right now with A6 was oh, I really want to try it maybe for Christmas. Oh, this. And I was that person who was, oh, I want to try it, let me get it for Christmas. Because the mulberry agenda that I did get, the white crack, is no longer available, and I got it on sale during Christmas, and this was my Christmas present to myself. And I loved not only the agenda but the A6 size, and now I want to keep the A6 size in my rotation, even if I shift the agenda itself around. And so when I did the warranty claim for the mulberry, I bought the Moterm, and I got this color, which is the taupe, and I absolutely love it. And I think it's perfect for fall, which is why I moved back into it. I also love the rings, but also the storage, because I can put everything I need into it. And so now I want something that's, well, this is technically neutral, a little more neutral and everyday. And if you follow me, you know, my closet, I kid y'all not, is 70%. And I share wardrobe updates, right? It's quarterly lately, but y'all know, if you follow me, I primarily wear black, and so black is my go-to. I love neutral, so beige, black, right? Even though that's why I got a croc, it's still the beige croc. And so the maupe is the taupe, even though while it's a neutral-ish color, it's still got that pink tint in my opinion. I know other people are oh, it's neutral. To me, it's not neutral. I need a real neutral. And so because I really want to stay in the A6, and I'm pretty sure I want to make the A6 my main agenda for 2026, I decided to get a new one. And this is a little graduation present to myself. So again, and I'm sorry if y'all follow me, but I recently defended my dissertation. So I recently obtained my Doctorate of Business Administration and Data Analytics. And this is like a little graduation present to myself. Again, it was like $50. So the best part about Moterm is the quality is unreal, incredible. I can throw this around. If you follow me for a bit, you know, like I love designer handbags. I love designer brands through and through. Moterm is so durable. This Moterm is more durable than my Mulberry. I have to baby my Mulberry, and I think that's why I'm loving the Moterm more, and honestly probably the reason for this agenda. Again, I'm always going to be honest on this channel. I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel, but I love my Louis Vuitton agendas because yes, it's Louis Vuitton. It's, you know, it's got that name brand behind it, but they are so durable. I can put whatever I want on those rings. They're not going to gap. And then the Moterm, if I put if I put one insert too many, it is going to gap. And again, that's just my experience. I've seen so many people who love Moterm or the Mulberry agendas, and they don't have that issue. I think it really depends on the agenda itself. And while I've only had that issue with the new agenda once, it's still something that I've had, so I want to share. Either way, I've loved the Moterm because I just feel like it's been so durable and it's got that quality, right? Like to me, this is as good as, like, I've had cloth and paper agendas and it's just as good as the cloth and paper agenda. So if that's like your realm, because I know a lot of people who like follow cloth and paper follow me because I have used them for many years, but like it's got that cloth and paper feel. It's durable, it's reliable, it's just as luxury to me, despite the, and I don't want to say despite, because it has a negative connotation to it. It's an advantage, like, right? Like to get an agenda for less than $100, that's going to be durable and just as luxurious. I feel like it's not the thing. And I'm not sponsored by Moterm because I know I get asked. So I'm not sponsored or anything. Like I will have an affiliate link through LTK for the Moterm agenda, so that way y'all can shop it, but I'm not sponsored or anything. Like I have really just loved the Moterm, which is why I bought a new one, and that's what this unboxing is about. So this is like confession time slash here's my new agenda time. But like I've just loved this agenda so much, and I just wanted more of a neutral color, because to me, while I do love the taupe, it's not neutral enough for me, and I wanted something else. And I'm really excited to unbox this with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I purchased the Moterm A6 and True A6 agenda. So I say True A6, and if you, I think on my favorite planner shop, or one of my favorite, but the one I lean to the most is Infinite Lotus. And I've been asked this. So she has like True A6 rings as one of like the options, and that's because on Amazon and with Filofax, if you see A6, sometimes it's personal size. So that's why like a lot of shops will do True A6 or like try to distinguish it. And then that's why I'm saying like it is A6, because if you're new to planning, right, you're not like fully involved, I shouldn't say involved, if you don't like fully follow, then if you see A6, you might know, like, you might not think it's actually personal. So it's this is not personal size, it's not MM size, it is a true A6 agenda. It's more square. For reference, if you are familiar with A5 or the Louis Vuitton GM agenda size, it is A6 is half of A5. So that is something I learned from my paper co, and that's something that I want to like re-emphasize, because I know I get a lot of questions about that. So A6 is half of A5, and then it is different than personal size, which you see in Louis Vuitton MM agenda. But this is my new agenda, guys. So it comes with no inserts that I know I won't use because I have stuff from Infinite Lotus that I love, but it is silver hardware. They don't really have gold hardware. And then it's the exact planner that I have in taupe, but just in black, but I wanted a neutral color. And then like my go-to bag lately has been my Prada vintage nylon bag, and it matches even down to the silver hardware. And so I really want to take it on the go, and this is a perfect planner because it matches perfectly, but also it's just a black planner. And so It's neutral to me, and I'm honestly absolutely in love with it. So with the Moterm agendas, what I really love is that you have a full zip here, and then I can put things like my whiteout and any accessories that I need in here. You can put your stickers in here. So for reference, and we'll move into this planner, I have like my sticker sheets here. When I'm like going to go work at Starbucks on things, I'll put my whiteout here and it closes fully. You have a full pocket where this is like the biggest pro. You can put whatever pin you want in here, like as y'all see, I have my miler in here, and then I can put my Pentel Energel in here. And that's like, I can't do that with my Louis Vuitton agendas or my Mulberry agendas. So to me, it's just, again, those like little benefits. But like, I can also put as many sticker sheets in as I want back here. These are inserts that I removed that I need to take out. And while I haven't needed to move to the second ring, because like it's not big enough, but if you like a chunky planner, right? Because like I love a chunky planner, but it's like hard to get there for me. But even if I add a whiteout in here and the fly leaf, I don't need to go to the second, at least with how like I plan. So that's really, really nice. And again, it's one of those things where like, if I pay for something, I don't want to have to baby it. And I love my Mulberry agenda. I think it's so great, but it's one of those things where I have to baby it. And again, if you follow me, if you've seen my handbag videos, you know that my favorite bags are the ones that I keep, are the ones that I don't have to baby. And it's the same thing for my agendas. Again, I don't have to do that with my Louis Vuittons, which is why I love them. And I've kept them in my like system. And then with the Moterm, I feel it's like one of those. So like I really wanted a neutral one. So here is my newest agenda, and I guess a planner rant while I'm at it. I didn't expect it to go this way, but that's what we have. So yeah, this will be my new agenda, and I'm actually gonna move into it right away. And honestly, I'm gonna have a full move-in video. I have an order coming in from Cloth and Paper kind of based on this purchase. But I'm gonna have a October setup video in this agenda. But ultimately what we're gonna do right now is just put in everything that I have and where it's at into this agenda. And I can go over everything in just a second once I transition it in. Okay, so here is the new agenda. So here's what it looks like with everything all together, including the stickers in this external pocket. And when I open it up, and again, I'm on the first clip, so I'm not even at the second one. And meanwhile, the rings are like literally to the peak, right? Like, again, I love my Mulberry agenda, but Mulberry could never, it'd be gapping right now. But as y'all can see, this is already overfilled just because I added in the fly leaf so that I can have my highlighter in here. But again, this is why I've just been loving the Moterm and why I wanted it in a like everyday for me color. And y'all, I'm loving the black. Like, look how good this looks, especially with like the highlighter kind of like blending in that like Infinite Lotus headboard, right? And then the stickers. Again, I'm a neutral person, but like this just looks so good. Either way. So right now I have my ROSIE Papeterie stickers on the side, and I've been loving these for this planner. And then I have my Cloth and Paper cover. This is an Ollie clip and Cloth and Paper collab from, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And so I know it's not available anymore, but when Cloth and Paper and Ollie clip first collabed, I have like the first, I think 4 or 5 ones. I don't know how many they have at this point. But I have those, and those are all the Ollie clips I need because I don't need more than that. But I like the black one, especially in here, because just look, it looks so good. Either way, so I have that, the fluted dashboard, the Infinite Lotus mountain dashboard, and then all that is tied together with the Ollie clip. And then if I have a planner card that I'm using, I typically tie that back here. So for a while I had like a to-do list one from Infinite Lotus. I threw that one out because I finished everything on the list, but this is where I keep like planner cards and things. And so we have that, but also it makes it easier to flip. And then we go into the current setup. And so I'm currently adjusting this. So the next video you will see will be the cloth and paper haul, and that will cover all the changes that I want to make. As of right now, I kind of prep for it, and so I have my inbox. So we have this in here, but that's the first tab. These are the spotlight tab dividers, I believe is what they're called, from cloth and paper. And then we go into my in progress, where I combined what was in my outbox and my schedule actually into this. And just because I kind of want to go to just tab dividers, like side tab dividers. And then with those, I'm using the weekly tasks as my weekly overview inserts. And then this is a divider from May Paper Co. for the current week, so I can easily flip to it. I do have an order from Infinite Lotus also coming in, where I'm gonna get her bookmarks, because I just love her bookmarks. Those are my favorite bookmarks. But right now I'm using this May Paper Co. one, and I love it just as much. It's just, I want to be able to easily move it around, and that one's so much thinner. This one is nice when I need to like put sticky notes and stuff on it, which that's how I've been using it, even though there's not a sticky note here. But I have a this week and this month one, I believe, coming in from Infinite Lotus. And then again, weekly tasks, monthly calendars, all from Infinite Lotus, or I'm sorry, cloth and paper. And then we go into the third tab, which is my list section. And this has my order trackers. You can see those orders that I mentioned, also mentioned in my last video. And then just general lists. And then we go into these top tabs. These dividers, again, are from May Paper Co. But oh my God, the newest collection that dropped from Cloth and Paper. And actually, I'm filming this on a Thursday, so I know it's not the newest collection, because they just did the like bookish one. But the one before that, I think it was the editorial. Actually, I know it because it's on here. Yeah, the editorial dividers are what's coming in. And so they're a lot like these from the Spotlight. And they'll be the third set of dividers I have in here. So I'm going to swap out the top tabs from my Paper Co for those, because I just, again, want all side tabs. And then I also think those will look so good in this agenda. And so I have a book section here. So this is my reading list, inserts from Infinite Lotus. And then these are like, I think they're the journal inserts from Cloth and Paper. And I'm using these for like book reviews. The next section is my new wellness section. And so again, list inserts from Infinite Lotus. And then these are from Cloth and Paper for like meal planning. And then the last section is like my note section, but it's also content planning. So I have these inserts again from Infinite Lotus. I shop at like 3 to 4 shops, and so like it's a guaranteed bet of where I'm gonna buy things from. But I have these from Infinite Lotus, and then I have this vellum from Cloth and Paper to separate my note inserts. And this is where I'm kind of like brainstorming what I want to do. But that is everything in here. And then this spacer actually came with the Where There's a Will, There's a Way cover. And I think this is Latin, no, French. And this is like a cover, so that way if you have like rings to like turn it into your own, or if you have a disc bound, you have a front and a back. I like to use it as a back for my agenda, but now that I have the flyleaf, I'll still probably keep it in, and that way I can attach things to the flyleaf. But if you don't have one, this is a great flyleaf. So I have that in here, and then here's the flyleaf that comes with the agenda. Some people put it in the middle, the front, the back. Right now I'm gonna have it in the back, and I'll throw some stickers back here too, probably. I wanna be able to carry my highlighter and my pen, so I wanna make sure that I include it for this setup. But yeah, this is the setup. Again, I transferred everything in. This isn't the final setup, so once my Infinite Lotus order comes in, I'll have the full official setup. But this is my newest agenda, and you guys, I'm just so in love with it. It looks so good. I love all the neutrals. And to me, this is like the chunkiest planner I've ever had, which I think is another reason why I love it so much. But I also just like that it's black, so it's neutral, and like a real neutral to me. And I'm just happy to have it in my collection. So yeah, this is my newest agenda. And other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.